Holy shit, man. I have no clear. It's such a bait. I don't want to die on level 2. But it's such an insane bait. You cannot deal with... 35,000! Please be less than 10k. Please be less than 10k. Please be less than 10k. 15k. Imagine like imaginary table flip. And lure them together. Ignite Prolif. Big. See, that's why I said Ignite is insane. Level 4, already killing off the packs. Pretty good. Solid. Yo, there's something wrong with my latency, dude. I'm lagging. I was lagging. I swear to God, man. I was actually lagging there. Do you guys have lag too? The fuck? The classic, dude. That's actually pretty big. Now movement speed. Yo, big! Easy movement speed. Yeah, I'm getting really good items here. Grant's level 1 Herald of Thunder skill? You guys realize that's level 16 usually. Yo, wait. Yo, Einar! What the fuck? Einar betrays me. I'm like being 5-head, taking Einar to the boss, and then he just stands there doing nothing. Yo, my Einar is bugged. Hello? I mean, at least I'm consistent, okay? Consistently slow, but consistent. It's like 1 or 2 more minutes. So, there we go. Elementalist, a sand shaper of flames. Now we got the ignites going. Wait, no exalt? Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Scourge League has started. I have had a pretty amazing stream yesterday. It was a lot of fun. And I gotta say, I'm actually amazed. So, in one hand, I actually really like the league mechanic, but I want to talk about this PoE stuff in a bit. But I was actually surprised on how stable the servers were. So I was checking Twitch at some point. We had like, I think like close to 200,000 viewers on Path of Exile overall. That was kind of insane. So I knew there has been at least, I don't know, like 500,000 logins or something, because not everybody that is playing is watching streams as well, right? And if there is like 200,000 alone on Twitch, I mean, I could check the stream stats, but then there is still a lot of people are playing on the what is it, standalone client. So who knows, you know, probably GGG does, but I think they have done an amazing job. I did got 2 disconnects overall in the first, I think in the first half an hour or something. And I got back thrown into the queue with like 10-15 minutes waiting time. It was okay, you know, grab a coffee and stuff like that. But after that, it was fine. And I'm like pretty amazed by that everything went that smooth. All right, let's talk about my build. Let's talk about Scourge League. Let's talk about those kind of things. I have pro and cons in this case. Let's talk about the league mechanic first before we talk about the build that I choose. So when it comes to league mechanic, I think it's actually pretty cool. I would really like to have these visuals like non-stop. Like I would like to go into this realm like non-stop because it looks just so much better than the average world. And maybe just because we know everything about the normal world and the other dimension, whatever you're gonna call it, this nightmare realm or something, just looks so much better. When it comes to the monsters in there, they are brutal, man. They actually are brutal. I currently have close to 6 hours played, and I died 6 times, and all the 6 times were actually in the realm. Like, I don't know what these monsters have ate or something, you know, but they are like, dude, they have like 500% movement speed sometimes. You activate this, you stun everything, right? And then they just charge in your face and just stun lock you and you're dead. And you're like, what the fuck just happened? I just blinked. What happened, you know? It was actually pretty interesting. When it comes to pro and cons about the league mechanic, what I don't like, to be honest, is the fact that you get your pull like full like almost instantly. You know, like you clear like 3 or 4 or 5 packs. If there's a magic pack, you get even more, and your vessel fills pretty quickly. Then you shift into the nightmare realm, can stay for like 10 seconds, and then you get thrown out again. I would more appreciate it or think like it would be better if I get like if I need like 3 times more to fill up my vessel, but then therefore can stay like for like 30 seconds or so into the realm, because it feels like you go in, you kill like 3 or 4 packs. I mean, obviously later on, I'm level 49 now, so later on when we're mapping, once we have like a 6 link, once we have the clear speed, you know, you're gonna kill off a lot more monsters, but I still think like these 10 seconds that we're in the nightmare realm, feels a bit clunky, especially since you get ported back all the time. So let's assume this is where I start the Nightmare Realm. I'm gonna showcase that in a bit. Then I'm gonna run over here. I'm gonna kill all these monsters, blah, blah, blah. And once the bottle is empty or I go back, I get teleported back. This has pro and cons. Pro is I can now start and move towards this direction here because I want to hit that anyway and kill all the monsters that I have not killed because I was in the other realm, right? If we think about the negative side, in my opinion, when I'm gonna go into the realm here and I'm gonna run over here, killing all the monsters, when I go back, I want to actually spawn over here so I can continue my map. If I want to kill my monsters, I could still backtrack. In this case, there's still some kind of backtrack because you get ported back and then have to walk the same way again. So I think maybe there could be some adjustments to that realm, like staying longer and maybe let the player decide if they want to get back ported or actually stay where they are. Other than that, I really enjoy like this kind of like skill tree and the transformations. There was some really funny items. I got like a chest with like level 10 or so. They granted me Herald of Thunder level 1, which was actually is not that strong, a Herald of Thunder level 1, but it's a level 16 gem, and I actually had this chest on level 10 or something in Act 1. When it comes to the skill tree, my skill tree is currently level 23, so I have decided to go for the jewelry and the armor. I think at some point you're gonna have everything anyways, right? But the cool thing is down here, and you need to invest a quite amount of skill points over there as well. But as you see, level 23, that means I have done the league mechanic all the time. That's why it took me 6 hours to actually get to Act 6. So if you remember, I said either I go Act 6 or Blood Aqueduct or the first map, and after 6 hours, it's like 3 in the morning now, after like, what is it, like close to 9 hours streaming, I said like, you know what, I'm gonna take my time now, record this video, and then go to bed and take a relaxed approach, because you know, I'm a bit tired, so I don't think that I would have made up the grind until Blood Aqueduct, so I'm gonna do this for tomorrow. Good. As I said, everything can change once we get into maps. I'm also looking forward to like this kind of approach into like a Delirium map. Once you activate the Nightmare Realm in the Delirium, will there be some effects and stuff like that? As well as maybe one cool thing would be that every time if you're in a Nightmare Realm and kill a monster, that you get like 1 stack of your vessel back, you know? So if you kill enough monsters fast enough, you can stay a lot longer into that realm. That would probably be a very cool solution to this kind of like staying longer in the realm. But as I said, I don't know, maybe it's gonna change after some time, after you get levels and stuff like that. I don't know, I'm just at Act 6 basically. So, the build. What did I do? What did I decide? As I said yesterday, I went with an Ignite Elementalist. And basically, mbX on fire is the character name. It's currently level 49, and it has the first lap done, which is the Shaper of Flames. I started with Fireball, which starts with Fireball, so I took Fireball until level 28. And when I was level 28 in Act 3, then I decided to go with both Armageddon brand and the Penance brand. The idea was to try out Armageddon brand, but I want to play Penance brand. And because of the brand node with the Holy Conquest brands attached to a new nearby enemy each time they activate. So I did that. In the start it felt kind of clunky because I did not have the Shaper of Flames yet, but on level 33 or something I took this Ascendancy node so I could respec a bunch of points, because in the start I also took all the chance to ignite nodes over here, 30%, and the 20% over here. And my Fireball had like 95% chance to ignite or something, so that felt good. But after going for the lap, after taking this, I respec those nodes. I actually skilled into brand attach each time they activate, and I started to play with the Penance brand. So what is the problem with Penance brand? If you need cast speed. So the thing is, like, this can get up to 20 explosions, right? And the faster it detaches, the more cast speed you need to get actually quite a nice amount of explosion stacks. The problem is, since we are level 49, we don't have any cast speed on the gear whatsoever. I think I actually have one item that gives me like reduced cast speed over here, which is like very bad, but overall this amulet just gives me a lot of resistance. And I think my resistance are not even that bad. Positive chaos resistance, almost res capped now in Act 6, so that's pretty fine. So the problem is it doesn't really deal a lot of damage because of the missing explosion stacks. I can actually showcase that, I think. So if I just respec this point, spec it again, and go for the brands attached to a nearby enemy, apply, and now I swap the Penance brand to Armageddon brand. So now I'm basically running the Ignite Proliferation, Unbound Ailments, and Immolate support. I would like to go with a burning damage, but hey, all my items are corrupted, so it's kind of hard to corrupt these. Now we switch to Penance brand to make this showcase the first. I opted in with the Mana Reservation nodes over here, and now I'm running Malevolence, Purity of Elements, and the Herald of Ash, Purity of Elements, for the ailment immunity. So I would say we're just gonna go here in Act 6. This is where I currently am. And we're gonna kill some monsters, and you're gonna see that it's kind of okay, but compared to Armageddon brand, I think it feels like Armageddon brand Ignite just feels a lot better right now. Might be that after like getting some gear it's gonna be a lot better, especially since Penance brand is actually a physical brand, while Armageddon brand is a fire brand. So the thing is, with physical brands I can do a lot more stuff with that. I can use all sorts of like physical as extra to get like a lot more damage. So not knowing the end result of both Penance brand and Armageddon brand, I just think that Penance brand will have like a lot better scaling options than Armageddon brand. So let's run over here. Let's see how this looks like. As you see, it jumps instantly to the next pack. And these are white mobs. They are not magic. And you see, like normally, I think a white mob in Act 6 should die relatively quickly. And now we have here a magic pack. And you see that the damage is not really there. The reason for that is simple, because of my brand is jumping to the next one within 0-3. This makes Penance brand a lot more enjoyable to play. I'm just saying right now, with level 49 without gear, it feels shit. I'd probably get like 1 or maybe 2 explosion stacks out of 20. That means I'm missing like a shit ton of damage in this regard here, right? So when I unspec this one now and I go back to, I don't know, I think brand attachment range, or let's do additional brands. Brands. Actually, let's go with the increased brand attachment range. So, what happens with this one? Now I don't have this 0-3. Now you're gonna see the damage will be a lot better, but it takes a shit ton of time to actually load up, because now the brand will stay on the target until it reaches the 20 stacks, and then inflicts a way higher ignite. But as you saw, it takes like a couple seconds actually. So if I'm gonna kill off this pack here, the ignites, or at least there is no ignites until it starts to explode basically, right? And this one just got like a mini stack, but the big one got a bigger one. So if we just sum up a couple monsters and get like multiple brands over here, it just takes a while, and once it explodes, it actually deals a lot of damage. So one solution to that problem would be Swift brand. that means that our branch will detach a lot faster, but therefore not gonna have the 20 stacks either, right? So you kind of see the problem that I currently have with the Penance brand, that either when I want to have a good playstyle, I'm not getting enough explosion stacks, and if I want to have a lot of explosion stacks, I have to wait like 3 or 4 seconds until the Penance brand does actually explode and actually inflict an ignite that deals damage. So other than the Armageddon brand, which is like kind of similar, because I place the brand and then it basically will call down a meteor, but it has a bit of a delay. I think it's like 1 second or something. But it creates a shockwave, and you're probably gonna instantly see that the damage is a lot different here on this ignite, right? So what happens here is I just like usually just gonna grab some monsters. There is a bit of a delay, but it's not too bad. Here a brand, there a brand. The shockwave calls down, and as you see already, it's a lot more damage than the Penance brand. But I'm just saying, I think it's just a gearing issue. So that's why I've been playing Penance, Armageddon brand, and I'm actually really enjoying it. It's a little bit rough on the boss DPS, but I think it's just like because I'm not used to having no tabula, no quality on my gems, no 6-link for leveling. You know, I'm just having League Start once every 3 months, and that's why it's probably the reason why it's feeling so clunky, especially since I'm having a 4-link. And when I say clunky, it's not clunky at all. It's just like taking a bit of time to kill bosses. I mean, I got laid out my brand. I do have my Wave of Conviction that inflicts a burning exposure or fire exposure for more damage. And then I also have my Flame Surge. Flame Surge is a little bit new. There's probably no monster here that has enough life to actually inflict that. Basically what that does, it inflicts, I would say, easily explained, a second ignite. Because an ignite usually lasts for 4 seconds. Let's assume you don't have ailments deal damage faster or like increase duration of ailments. Ignite lasts 4 seconds. And what Flame Surge does is basically it makes a burning ground similar to this effect that we just saw over here. And as long as the monster stays in there, it's going to burn for 25% of the ignite. So if I say a second ignite, an ignite lasts 4 seconds, right? And it's 25% of the ignite per second. So obviously after 4 seconds, I have 1 entire ignite, basically, right? But the problem is, since my boss damage is not the best yet, I mean, obviously 49, no gear whatsoever, right? I cannot even say is this a big buff or not, because I can barely see the difference. So maybe it's just something wrong here. But on the other hand, lay the brand down, Wave of Conviction, your Flame Surge, and you have like a pretty good portion of damage. So my blood vessel is filled. Let's heat into the other realm, which looks like so amazing. And then it's just like running around, like kill off monsters, right? And they fucking hurt. It's insane. Don't forget, I'm almost res capped, but I'm just like dying from melee hits or something. And the journey is already over, I guess, like almost. So, and I'm back. And that's what I mean with like, I would really like to spend some more time into that. And I hope we're gonna get some sort of like thing that we can actually get longer in there, right? Other than that, let's not make this video too long, because Act 6, nothing really happened yet. I didn't find any like insane cool items. The most is like pretty much junk items. And what is actually sad, I did not even find a single Chaos Orb yet. This is actually sad. I think I'm like on 2 alchemies, even though I'm pretty sure it's one from like alchemy shards at some point, you know. But dude, no Chaos Orb, no Exalt, no Mirror, no anything that's from value, okay? So it has been rough, actually. But in the other hand, I'm still like super amazed about like how smooth this league is. I think that the league mechanic will turn out to be like super cool as well. And at the moment, it's just grinding. It's just about enjoying the game, enjoying the build. And at the moment, I think I'm gonna stay with Armageddon brand, and we're gonna heat into maps for tomorrow. And then hopefully I can give you some better footage of like skills. Maybe we're gonna get some other items that I don't want to mention, because then they're gonna get like hilariously expensive. And yeah, that's the first video of my series. So what is the plan for tomorrow? Obviously we're gonna go into maps. I'm not gonna go any further with the plans, because you know, I like to do all content. If I find heist contracts, I'm gonna run them. If I go Delve, I'm gonna do Delve, you know, the Nico Soul fight. If I'm gonna spawn a temple, I'm gonna do that as well. The thing is, like, a lot of people have issues early on with sustaining maps. And the reason for that is they are not doing side content. I always do side content, and I'm gonna get a lot of maps out of side content, and that's why I never have an issue sustaining my maps or getting new maps for my Atlas, right? So if you feel like you are now at maps and you have a struggle, then do your side content, do your Atlas missions, go Nico, you know, go Delve, go the Temple, Alba Temple. There is like map rooms that you can upgrade. You can do heists. There is like a lot of opportunities to get maps out of like side content, and this will tremendously help you, but it will cost some more time if you want to like speed farm the Atlas. But in the end, it's just about have fun in the game and enjoy it, right? So for me, PoE is a marathon and not a sprint, so I'm gonna enjoy the grind. And yeah, basically that's it for today's after launch video. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.